me start send some gifts in the tomorrow to some of them channels here. I love the job on that. Trust me. Always in my office, alright, and me always, I listen to the channel. But
Respect,
me hear one of the gentlemen raise a little point a while ago about Masicka and the hits. You know what me realize? You see, when Jamaicans are assessing the impact or whether artist is a hit maker, it is rather subjective. You don't know what metrics they're using to measure how, for argument's sake, Masicka is performing versus even a Vybz Kartel. Because truth be told, if you're to use a quantitative metrics and you're to look on 2025, Kartel streamed far more than Masicka. You mentioned that the biggest song by Masicka was Mute, but God is the Greatest was the most streamed. If you go on the analytics that was reported like a week ago by YouTube and other various entities, you will see that even when you say that Masicka had the most hits, you're speaking, hits are different from popular songs, and people kind of mix up both of them. Because if you do a deep dive on the quantitative measuring, I'm out, God is the Greatest, Ignite the World, far out did many Masicka songs that he had in 2025. So oftentimes you hear persons mixing up popularity because the person is on the ground and probably is able to go to the dance, go to the clubs, while probably another artist, let's look on a Vybz Kartel, will not be able to be doing the ground like that because he's now overseas. So his presence is merely measured differently because he's not on the ground. The question should be asked, what if Vybz Kartel actually resided in Jamaica? Or what if when Vybz Kartel returned, he basically took up gunman songs because he's known for that. He built a massive fan base as being a lyricist with gunman songs, but he has since decided not to go that route anymore. So sometimes, as I mentioned, these things differently because Chronicler, for argument's sake, had far better numbers than Masicka for 2025. If you're the most streamed artist, Jamaican artist is actually Skilly Bang. So I'm not quite sure oftentimes what are the metrics that people use to measure how impactful or whether the artists have hits. You will hear, for argument's sake, many persons tell that Vybz Kartel, from him come back from prison, he don't have any hit songs. He only have God is the Greatest. That is not really true. Because even I'm out, as it's been doing quite immensely. I was in France recently, and I went to this club, Ibulua, and the entire night it was just Kartel, Shensia, and Skilly Bang. Yes, the entire night, and we had a lot of Sanchez and Sean Paul and Shaggy. So, Dancehall War channel, like in October I was on your channel, and I said to someone, the person typed in the thing that Sean Paul was making far more money than Vybz Kartel, and I mentioned then that was impossible because Sean Paul did not own the rights to many of his biggest hits. He did not have the masters. And that's how you make money. Entire year, Sean Paul, them selling gold and selling all of that. They only get 15% of the gross streams. It's the labor that get all of this money.
Yeah, man.
So in no way you could compare Vybz Kartel, because Vybz Kartel get actually, I think, 81%. One of my professor Bridget is now doing a research on it to publish next 3 months. In terms of the earnings of a Vybz Kartel, people are not appreciating, that for just 2025, I don't want to speak about prof thing because it will be published. But Kartel actually made nearly 15 billion Jamaican dollars in a boss. That's money where the entire reggae and dancehall fraternity has not made in a decade, brother.
How much US
understand? Huh?
How much US that?
I think it was 51 million USD.
Yeah, man. That up them on. Yes, man.
That's fifth, and they're not speaking about. All right, for argument's sake, you say the guapi deal that Kartel inked the other day?
Yes.
That's a massive deal, but he'll soon have to release these numbers for tax things in the US. Because he'd have to declare his assets for later on this year. That's a massive deal. Even the advertisement and how you see they portray him. And even when they had the concert in Canada, I was at that concert. Brethren, you see when you go into the Gappy part, one of the sneakers in the boss was like 3,000 USD, One pound for 15 bills, You see Gappy in New York, I be a millionaire going to the store. I'm at the face. You go in New York, Gappy, one section of Vybz Kartel is his own apparel, the Jamaican colors and shoes, And when I went over there, so I go buy one at 2,500 USD. That man is making a lot of money. People tend to undermine the impact of a cartel because of a number of factors. Bad mind, then grudgeful, among other things.
So, Marcus, Albert in the comment said, you don't know how much percent Kartel get, bro. Stop put this
All
level,
right,
bro. Stop it.
Now, I can say something to you. An independent artist, you ask any independent artist, normally gets 80 to 86% of their gross earnings because they're independent and not sharing it with the labor. They own the masters. Most of Kartel songs.
Tell them for me, please. Tell them.
Most of Kartel songs are him write it. So royalties are him I get it. When you look on the streaming numbers, even when you look on big streaming numbers, if a person, Sean Paul got 1 billion views in streaming the other day, ask anybody who know about how these things work. People might say, oh, it's $1 billion. No, not so it go. Probably 100,000 USD. And then the labor for every billion streams. Why you think Taylor Swift had to then redo many of her songs the other day? Because she was owned by the labor and she came and complained that she was making no money. And because she has a massive fan base, she did like 45%. She redo many of her songs and send her fans.
She revised everything.
Yes, she just go back to start get money. She was complaining that she's getting no money. Why you think Sean Paul came and opened up in the interview that he no own these masters? That even Anthony Miller was shocked. But I knew. I had good thing. People were hint me and I say, yo, the man no own it, and I've been saying it and people used to bash me. See the man come and say it out time one mouth. Even Shaggy no own most of music. People don't understand this. All right, for argument's sake, people are not realizing something. So when Kartel was away for the 13 years, people used to say that Shaggy and Sean Paul, them are the ones who make the big numbers. But people not understanding something. Yes, when they go to these festivals of 100,000 people and 90,000 people, they're not going there for Sean Paul and Shaggy. Them are going there for the massive global artists and they're invited. So when these streams are grossed, they don't get the revenue like that. So when Kartel come and tell us 20,000 Barkley, 60,000 over 2-3 nights, he also not only get the money but he also, did you know that even in Canada, when they gross this money, Kartel also get a percentage. There's a book that is coming out, so let her don't say much. Because even the person say I'm capping.
Marcus,
wait, 1 second.
Educate Juvie in a comment. I must say Sean Paul own his masters.
No, 1 second. Dancehall war. You see this gentleman, we're just speaking for your platform. These are the kind of people you need over here who know the business. Kind of for them people in the chat, they don't know shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, some of them just really talk off emotions.
Because remember say Sean Paul himself say him no own him masters.
He himself came in the interview and said it.
Well, on a big man, we know that from the Shabba days, same thing with Shabba.
Same thing with Shabba.
We know most of the people never own them. Most of the people who were signed own their masters because at that time they never really understand certain things, so they don't own their masters. And so now,
I don't like say them not understand certain things. Pre the levels of the game, brother. What about promotion? Why you think them get so much big promotion?
Because the labor.
Because the label. Well,
yeah, the labor.
All right,
yes,
I know you need that. Listen, but we talk with intelligence, Me as a artist now, you don't think some that need them label they forget the break because remember saying if John I sell 100 and me sign with the label there, just for me sign with that, the promotion with the label you do, me can't even put out the promotion there. Because them a promote some places in the world where me don't know. You understand me? And something where them a do. You understand me? Say you have to pre that too. You understand me?
But hold on, my brother, we are not, may I tell you something? You say we are not bashing that approach though, because it does have its advantages, but you have to also remember that you're not going to be the one that benefit in the long run. For argument's sake, Sean Paul, they're not going to have wealth creation like that. If
all
you
right,
get
brother,
what I mean. They're not going to have wealth creation like that, my brother.
No? Watch this. In the, when me a look you, me hear a man say, sell it cheap, but sell 1 million. See? You can sell it expensive and sell 10. See?
Sell out your career, man.
No, I'm not sell out your career. The promotion with them I get, brother.
No,
but
hold on.
Still I make them I make a lot of money.
No, hold on. No, so hold on. You're looking on the promotion on one hand, but you're promoting for the labor. That's how you need for your understanding. So look into it. You see the masters that Sean Paul don't own, it don't mean so like the next 20 years he can get it back, It means him sign a deal where the rights of these masters is with the labor. I want you to realize, think about it. You remember Michael Jackson and the whole labor thing. You know why Michael Jackson eventually bought Sony? Because Michael Jackson had the money, had the kind of push behind him and the numbers. Sean Paul don't have that. Sean Paul is still seen as a third world artist.
Exactly.
You have to always remember that,
All right,
so you
brother.
look on the masters what they don't have, that a wealth creation, brother, that a royalty for you and your kids them down the road.
Yeah, my brother, but watch the levels as well. Me I try bring it back around to you again. Will you think say Sean Paul is a sell the amount of do you think say Eve, all right, the royalty 20 years down the road, my G, mean nothing if if it never hurt something, You understand me? So you think if the label never fall, it will hurt something? Be honest with me.
But
You think
my
you may get
brother,
a promotion like that, my friend?
The point I am making, Yes, when a labor come and look on you and say they're going to give you $1 million USD over the next decade, you do the numbers as a Jamaican, and they pay you in like 5 installments, right? And they might say you give them 5, 6 albums over a decade. Boss man, that is no money in the context of an independent artist that is successful. That's the point I am making, I'm saying that it's of its advantage.
Because at the end of the day, when an artist signs, it's just like a football team. Them pay him a check every month. You get linked in installment, and then them pay him a check every month. And he's not going to make as much as he would make if he's independent.
If he's independent and successful.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Which one now know Sean Paul splits and him thing with him contract?
All right, bro.
I just ask a question.
Hold on, I'm going to answer the question.
Yeah.
Based on Sean Paul's own pronouncements in a recent interview, he said all he needed to say that even Anthony Miller was shocked. Anthony Miller, hold on, no man. Anthony Miller asked the man, "Do you own your masters?" You know what it means when you say master ownership?
Of course.
It means that you have. What does it mean? Sometimes I say master people don't understand what it means, What does it mean?
Just like what you said, and the name says for itself, the masters. Meaning, do you own your music outright?
Yes.
That means you own whatsoever, you own the music outright. So any business that the music is gonna undertake, that's your song I go this place or set, you got all the rights to it. So you have ownership. But some
using movie soundtracks.
Hold on,
so look
yes.
into it now.
But
using movie soundtracks.
Hold on. We could clear up a part first before we go further. The masters might not be owned. You might own part of your masters. Some